Travis. I didn't expect to find you here.
No, I guess not.
Well, what are you doing? What? Hey, wait a minute. Of course you're home. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Listen, what married couple hasn't had a bad fight once in a while?
I'm not home. I just dropped by to collect some of my personal things.
You seem to be making a habit of usurping other people's offices.
I didn't know where else I'd be sure of finding you.
Told you I had a very busy schedule.
And I told you I was coming over anyway, Professor. I'd like to talk to you.
I don't see what could be of such importance.
I'll fill you in on it. First off, I'm sure you're aware of the fact that Travis and Liza have separated.
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't see why that necessitates a visit while I'm working.
I think the separation may have been planned by someone. And I'd like to find out about your involvement in it.
This is Search for Tomorrow.
You are trying to concoct some theory that Rusty is behind all of this?
Mm-hmm. Not concoct. Prove.
That he maneuvered all of these events simply to prove that Liza has committed adultery.
Exactly.
And, of course, she's totally innocent.
Yes. Rusty set it up with George Cousins to work with Liza. George Cousins set it up with this Tony Burton creep to have her fly back and forth to New York to record.
Do you have any idea how absurd all of this is? Involving all of these people, engineers?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And you still think it's all been masterminded by Rusty?
Mm-hmm. I think it's highly possible, yes.
Well, poppycock.
Professor, the fact remains that Liza has a fairly good case already. All I need is a few more pieces of the puzzle to put it all together, such as your possible involvement in it. Aja, I would like to know what part you might have played in all this.
I don't play games.
Okay. Let me tell you something else that may come as a surprise to you, okay? Rusty Santel is not the infallible mastermind you may think he is. If there is a scheme operating here, it's too big. It's too complicated, and there are too many people involved. One day, I'm going to find everything. I'm going to make sure it comes out in the wash.
Well, good luck with your laundry. I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. Come on, Dane. Think about it. Do you really think that Travis would believe all of this about Liza if he didn't know that it were true?
Professor, it looks like the truth on the surface. The only trouble is that Liza says it isn't.
Oh, I see. You know, you seem to be awfully concerned about consoling Liza. Maybe you should spend a little less time accusing me and a little more time examining your own motives.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going to switch glasses on me.
Just an observation.
Right. I'm warning you, Professor. If there is a scheme going on here, and I now think there is, I'm going to find it out. I'm headed to New York.
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to find George Cousins. I'm going to find Tony Burton. I'm going to them with some questions, and I'm not coming home until I get some answers.
Well, listen, have a very nice trip, all right?
I don't think it's going to be a nice trip, Aja, but it's going to be an informative one. You can bet on that. Now, I want you to think very carefully about what we discussed here today. I'm going to be getting a hold of you as soon as I get back.
Oh, well, I can hardly wait.
Aja, if I were part of a plan that hurt somebody as much as I'm sure this has hurt Travis, I'd hate myself.
Travis, when I saw you here, I thought it meant everything was all right.
No. Stu, everything is not all right. I called Liza earlier this morning. I arranged for a time when she wouldn't be here so I could come by and get some of my things.
You're really moving out?
Yes.
I really don't understand how this could have happened.
I never expected it to happen either, Stu. But after what I found out in New York...
Found out from who? Travis, from strangers? Who are they?
I went to her music publisher's office. I sat there, and the man told me he had met Liza just once and never asked her back. And that this Tony Burton...
And you believed him? What do you know about him, Travis? What?
He's only one of the more important people in the music business, Stu.
I see. And how long have you known him?
I met him that day.
One day. You meet a guy once and you take his word over your wife's.
Just why would the man lie? Why would he make up a story like that?
That's just the point, Travis. You never stopped to wonder that, did you? You just walked right out there and took his word for it. Your wife was tricking you. Your wife was having an affair.
Look, Stu, I don't want to argue with you. There's a lot more going on here than you know about.
All right. Okay, Travis, I don't want to argue either. I hate arguments. I just don't understand how you could have lost sight of how much Liza loved you after all these years. How could it fall apart so easily?
Well, maybe, Stu, you should ask Liza about that.
Ask Liza what? Ask me what, Granddad?
Liza, please.
My husband wants you to ask me what?
Listen, why don't I go make some coffee, huh? You two must have a lot to talk about.
My life sure would be different right now. Without a grandfather who loves me and trusts me.
How are you?
Haven't slept very much. How are you?
I haven't slept either.
Rusty, do you still believe I could do something as cruel as this to you?
It's hard to believe.
But you do believe it. You know, I was awake all night trying to figure it out. How could this man I loved so much believe that I would do something like this? I thought maybe I haven't really known this person I've been married to.
It's tearing me apart, too.
But your first reaction was to believe it.
Liza, I had hoped that when we saw each other, that you'd have the decency to be honest with me, especially when confronted with all the facts.
Facts? What facts? These are lies. They're all lies and part of a vicious plot, Rusty.
What?
You still don't think your father is involved in all this? Are you so
Liza,
blind?
I told you that I don't want to talk about my father.
Can't you see how he's manipulated?
And I don't think that we should meet like this anymore. It's just too painful.
Fine. That's just fine.
So I'll say goodbye now. My office will always know where to reach me.
How dare you! As much as I love you, how dare you doubt me!
You're leaving for your honeymoon tomorrow?
Yeah, 8:45 a.m. We'll be on the plane to Trinidad. Oh.
And see, now that I'm on my winter break, we can take longer than just a weekend.
Yeah, just live it up.
Well, let me get you a going-away present. Wine after dinner drink?
Oh, no.
I'm sure Joe would want to do it if she were here.
Well, how about an after-dinner drink?
Sure. Where is Aunt Joe? She had to go to Chicago. She's going to be sorry she missed seeing you off.
Chicago?
Yeah, a town council meeting. So, yeah.
I guess it had to do with that business, getting the corporate headquarters to move here.
Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, I want to wish you a happy trip. I'm sure it's going to be a great one.
Oh, I think so.
Yep.
Well, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, thanks. We really are going to have most wonderful time.
Yep.
Susie, my wife. Oh, you know, I say that to myself a couple times a day, and I get so excited. I love you.
I love you.
I was thinking today about when I proposed to you. Actually, when I badgered you into accepting.
You didn't badger me.
Oh, I didn't? I tried. I was determined, honestly, to not let you leave that hotel room until you knew how much I loved you. And until I got you to admit that you loved me. Not that I knew that you loved me. I was just sort of hoping.
Well, I guess I did. Maybe just
I mean, you
a
guessed.
little.
How dare you.
I did. And I do.
Being married to you so far has been more than I ever dreamed it would be.
You know, I think I have to be the happiest married woman there is around.
Yeah.
You know something else?
What?
We are not going to let anyone or anything get in the way of us.
Never. Absolutely never.
Well, 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 what a lovely picture.
Hi.
Hello, Rusty.
Joanne tells me that you two are off on your honeymoon, huh?
Mm-hmm. 8:45 tomorrow morning.
Wonderful. You'll have a marvelous time.
I'm sure we will.
Could I borrow your husband for a while, however? I have a little business to talk to him. Banking business. All right, Carter?
The findings on test results number... where are they? Test results number Alpha Delta 451, codename Camelot. Results came in on 2/4/83. No, that's not right. Results came in on 2/14/83. What's the use? Come in.
Finished those reports yet?
No, I haven't. I'm still working on it. Can't promise when I'll finish either.
You know, I don't think you should put so much pressure on yourself, Travis.
Well, I'm going to finish it, Asa.
Well, one more day is not going to matter, especially after everything you've been through.
I'm all right, really. I'm just fine. I think I'm coping rather well, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think so, too. I understand you're staying at a motel.
Yeah, I have been. And my father called earlier and insisted that I stay in one of his empty rooms.
Are you going to?
I haven't decided yet. I can't seem to make a plan more than 10 minutes ahead of time. Must have started that report 4 times. Can't seem to concentrate.
Do you know what I think you need?
What?
Lunch. I'd be willing to bet that you haven't had lunch or even thought about it. I'd also be willing to bet you've gone without breakfast. Do you know, Travis, you're not the only one that needs fuel to power your brain.
No, I know that.
Well, then, let me take you to lunch.
It's very tempting, Aja, but really I can't. I thought I'd send out for something.
That means you'd be eating alone.
Look, it's not that I wouldn't appreciate your company. I always do. I just don't want to go to a restaurant.
I thought so. So I have brought the restaurant to you.
Hot shit.
Let's see, you have a choice. Pastrami on rye, little roast beef. You can have both if you
You
like.
knew that I would refuse to go to a restaurant.
Would have bet lunch on it. See, we also have a little delicacy, some cold ratatouille salad.
You know, I think you're quite wonderful.
No, I didn't know that. I'm glad you said so. I just wish I could help.
You already have, Arja. It's very nice to know that someone cares.
And I do. Very much, Travis.
Well, bon voyage. I'll see you later, Carter.
Thank you. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Warren,
I'm just not used to being employed by somebody else after all my years of independence.
most people do have employers.
I just don't like the idea that he can sit down here and announce that he wants to meet with me like a command performance. I mean, the day before my honeymoon starts, I think that takes a lot of gall.
Rusty really wasn't being that unpleasant, Warren. Come on, don't let it get to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Besides, he's a good man. From what Aunt Jo tells me, the bank he's going to open here in Henderson is going to be very good for the town. You know, she even agreed to serve on the board of directors for it.
When did that happen?
I don't know. They'd been talking about it for a while, and she finally agreed.
Come on in, Tony.
I didn't know that.
Sit right here.
I'm glad you talked me into the thing. Looks like everybody's here today.
Well, that's the way we like it.
Oh, Jenny, there's a couple of discrepancies on these receipts. Will you look them over for me?
Hello, Rusty.
Hello, Liza. How are you?
Considering everything that's happened, I will be just fine.
I'm terribly sorry about what's happened.
Are you?
Yes, Travis is broken up. I'm sure you are, too.
Why, Rusty? Tell me why.
Why what?
Why did you do it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. You set me up with George Cousins, who set me up with Tony Burton. You're behind every single thing that happened.
What?
That's right. Why did you do it?
Liza, you baffle me.
All those sudden trips to New York. Trips to New York I thought I was going to work on. They were trips designed to keep me away from my husband, weren't they? And then you hired Tony, who flattered me, who lied to me.
This is incredible.
It is incredible, isn't it, that you could pull it off, but you did. I mean, even a recording session.
Liza, please.
Even the night, New Year's Eve night, when my flight was canceled, I knew you were behind that, but no one would listen to me.
You imagine that
I imagine nothing. All those messages, those lost messages my husband never received. Messages destroyed. Taped messages erased by you.
This is preposterous.
This is truth. You did it all. I don't know how, but you managed to do it all.
Liza, you've got things all twisted up.
The only twisted thing here is you. Oh, how you must love to manipulate. You enjoyed watching me trust, watching me believe, didn't you?
I think we should end this.
I'm not finished with you yet. I will never, ever forgive you for this. And I will win. I am going to prove that you have been out to destroy me. Because you didn't think I was the proper wife for your son. And I know why.
Really?
You've wanted me out of your son's life ever since you found out I couldn't provide the grandchild you needed. A grandchild you needed in order to gain control of T.I. stock, in order to gain more power.
Liza, all I want for you is that you and Travis should work this out.
We will work it out. And then your son will know exactly what kind of a man he has for a father. I will win. Rusty! I will see you dead before I let you ruin your son's life.